Hello, thank you for considering Emerald Hour Productions' fundraising division for your next fundraiser. We'd be honored to work with you. This video is a short video to just kind of give you an idea of how our fee structure works and how it works to your advantage. It is a little bit unique and different than what you might be used to, and that's why we wanted to have a short video so that you could understand that first, and then we have a little bit of a longer video that you can watch that goes through the nuts and bolts and all the services we offer with our fundraisers, and it's a little bit more in detail. But to kind of get started, people always want to know, well, how much does it cost? Because it is something so different. Everybody is fairly used to fundraisers where you sell products. Typically the products tend to be rather overpriced because you have several markups going on in those situations. If you're a school, you're buying them probably from a fundraising company who's buying them from a distributor. So you have at least a couple markups. And even if there aren't markups, you're having to buy every single product your participants sell. So if you sell 500 bags of cookie dough, you have to purchase 500 bags of cookie dough to deliver your order. Typically, these product fundraisers see about a 45 to 50% return. It's a lot of work, usually on your end, doing all the sorting, delivering, making sure everybody gets their product. And quite frankly, we also find that a lot of people who buy the products aren't really buying them because they want the product. They're buying them because they want to support your cause or support the kid or the participant selling the product. So we do things a lot differently. Instead of products, we sell a professional experience. We create a memory, something that your participants are probably never going to forget by really just taking the experience to a new level, by bringing a professional laser light show and glow party, dance party to your venue. And the way we do this, if you look at this chart here, we develop a way that the more you make, the more you take. So instead of charging a flat fee, the one thing we would never want is for you to work with us and not make any money or lose money, even worse, where we give you a rate and you don't even make that in your fundraiser. The advantage of what we do with a production is we can do a small, medium, or large scale production. So rather than having you try to choose ahead of time and you really don't know how much you're going to make, we just go ahead, we start the fundraiser. And you can see here in the red, these numbers in the red are the gross pledges. Participants go out and get pledges instead of selling things, and you're going to fall into one of these tiers at the end of your fundraiser. And if you just move over one column, you'll see that's your percentage. So it starts at 50% for a smaller fundraiser, and you can go all the way up to 75%. The advantage of this, obviously, is it's a real incentive for you to keep raising money because your percentage actually increases the more money you bring in. The reason we do this, it's sometimes confusing at first, but the reason we do this is it's actually necessary to create a fair situation for both you and us. Imagine if we just said, for example, had a 45% fee and you raised $30,000. You would not feel very good about having to give up almost 50% of your $30,000 to a company to come in and for the entertainment and giving up that much money for entertainment. So in the 30,000 range, you're keeping 75%, which is a substantial amount of your money. So that protects you from having to overpay for entertainment. On the other end of the spectrum, it does protect us if we had, say, a 25% fee and the fundraiser only brought in $5,000 or $6,000, we would be taking a loss on that event. We couldn't afford to do it. So by doing it this way, we can kind of decide on the size of your event based on how successful the fundraiser is. So this is designed, again, to protect both the customer and us from being in a bad situation. That's why we use this sliding scale. Just as a quick example here, you can see here are two fundraisers. They each bring in $20,000 gross. With a standard fundraiser, you might keep 50%. With us, you would keep 70%. So a standard fundraiser, $10,000. With us, $14,000. You would keep. Plus, you're going to make money at the event. You're going to be selling concessions, glow-in-the-dark items. And instead of more stuff, you're giving your participants an amazing experience. Here's just a really quick example at a school we did in Goldsboro. This is Eastern Wayne Middle School. You can see they brought in just over $14,000. That put them in the 63% bracket. That means they kept almost $9,000, but with their concession stand and some other things they did, they made an extra $2,000 on their own. So their fundraiser actually brought in nearly $11,000 profit, and that was after paying us. The last slide that we want to share with you is to just show you that you actually will make more money with us than without us. Some places are thinking, well, we can get a DJ for free. I know somebody who can come and do it. They won't charge us anything. And that's great, except that for just a regular DJ, you're not really going to be able to charge much more than $10. For a regular school dance, it might only cost $5. So people aren't going to go out and raise $50 for something that normally is only $5 or $6. You can see on this graph here, if you had 300 participants at $10 each with a free DJ, you'd make $3,000. With us, giving your participants, say, a month or two to get $50 in pledges, you would make $10,000. That's a $7,000 difference. And that's, again, after paying your cost on that. After paying us, you would still have a $10,000 profit. If you up that to just 100 more participants to 400, you would make $4,000 with a free DJ, but with us you would make $14,000. That's a $10,000 difference in your fundraiser, and you actually would make more because, again, you're going to be selling things at your event. So you can see, even though there are some costs involved with us, you actually at the end are going to make significantly more money by having us than by not having us. Again, this is just a short video to give you an idea of how our fee structure works. If you want more information, we encourage you to watch the longer video that goes through the specifics of what you get for your fees and exactly how the whole fundraiser works. Again, we'd be honored to help you. This is Emerald Isle Productions. Thank you very much.